you lots of dreams and things you want to do, but somehow you might be held back.
Inspirational speaker Don Kaiser is here to talk about why you may just be your own, I mean, it's true, but sad to say, your own biggest dream buster, right?
Right? We think about everybody else busting our dreams, but sometimes we're our biggest dream buster on that end, right?
So how and why?
Well, first of all, it's to realize that all of us are born dreamers. And I think if you start to look at what's kind of sad in my heart is people have had their dreams busted and they're like, screw it. Like, I'm not even going to pursue it. It's not worth it anymore. But really, my goal in life is to help awaken people back to let's dream big, because going back to joy, I have found the everlasting joy comes from pursuing your dreams. But in order to do that, we have to recognize what has busted or buried our dreams. And so number one is discouragement. We let discouraging words kind of bust our dreams. And that can come from other people. It can come from our friends. It can come from our family members. It can come from somebody who we consider to be a mentor. You know, and again, they're not necessarily doing it to bust our dreams, but they want to protect us. They want to make us safe, right? And they might be like, oh, that sounds kind of scary, or that's risky, so don't do it, or that's impossible, right? I remember the first time I went overseas to Africa, not all my family was on board with that. They're like, seriously, you want to go over to Africa to serve on a mission trip? And I was like, yeah, this is a dream that I have. And so I had to really let go of those discouraging words, right? But the discouraging words lead to the next one, which is the biggest one, and that's doubt. Because of those discouraging words, we start to doubt ourselves. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Can I actually do this dream? Because again, when I'm talking about dreams, it's not just I'm dreaming of what I'm going to have for supper tonight, right?
Yeah.
I'm dreaming of something big, a God-sized dream that seems impossible to others, but has been pressed on my heart that this is something to do. But we let doubt stop us, and it's one of the biggest dream busters that we have. And then the doubt, instead of dealing with it, we start to distract ourselves. We start to clutter up our calendars, our minds, and think, oh, if I could just do this, or I'll take on this role, and I won't actually address that I really have a dream inside, but I'll just kind of fill it up with kiddos, spouses, jobs, all of that kind of items in our life that then we justify, saying, well, I can't pursue my God-sized dream because I have all this going on. But really, that's not what we're called to do, right? And then the last one really is dread. It's the fear of failure. You know, if I pursue this dream, what's going to happen if I fail? Like, if we do that, what's going to happen in our community? Are people going to judge us? Or, on the other end, what if I actually succeed? I love the quote by Marianne Wilson. I don't know if you guys have heard it. It says, our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are more powerful than beyond our imagination, right? And people dread that we're actually going to succeed, which is kind of ironic when it comes to dreams. You think people want to succeed, but they really don't. So those are kind of the 4 dream busters that we have to deal with before we actually get to pursuing our dreams.
Wow.
So walk us through, when you say, we think we want to succeed, but then we don't. Like, why would that be?
So part of it might be that if we succeed, we might actually outshine somebody in our family or our friends. Part of it might be that if we succeed, we might actually be challenged to move or grow out. You know, there are seasons of friendship, seasons of jobs. So as you pursue your dream, you might actually be called to leave where you're currently at. And you're like, well, I have a relatively good job. It pays well. But that dream might actually challenge you to move to another industry, another, you know, town, another community. And then people are going, oof, that's kind of scary that if I actually succeed, like all of that's going to also have to happen, because with dreams comes some sacrifice.
So I think the big question is then, how do we overcome these roadblockers? And we'll get to that after a quick break.
Perfect.